Hello everyone, Peter Newman with you, and time to make a start at AHRI Insight for 2025. Now, to get the ball rolling for the year, we're talking about seed dormancy in our annual grasses. So this is the work of Roberto Lujan-Roca and Mike Ashworth from AHRI, along with an international team, including some American scientists. They looked at the dormancy of barley grass, wild oat and brome grass. Now, as we have talked about in the past, we know that all of these weeds are more dormant than they once were. That is, they don't germinate right on the break of the season. They'll tend to germinate a little later. Now, the photo on your screen now illustrates this nicely. It's brome grass at the top, barley grass in the middle, wild oat down the bottom, and the trays on the left are from in-crop situations, and the trays on the right are from non-crop situations nearby. And as you can see, the in-crop weeds are not germinating as readily as those from a non-crop situation. This is similar to other research that has gone before. We generally know that a lot of our winter weeds are now more dormant than they once were. What the researchers wanted to know is how can they break the dormancy of these grass species. There's a lot of different dormancy breaking techniques that are used in the lab, so they tried a lot of techniques over all of the species with the in-crop and the non-crop compared. And what they found was that this was the highlight for each of our species. Being in the cold, sandpapering the seeds and putting them in the dark, all of the species reacted to that. This is gibberellic acid that wild oat reacted to, and also brome grass reacted to potassium nitrate. But it's just very interesting that all of our three species of grass weeds here in Western Australia responded to the cold sandpaper to remove the husk, which may be impenetrable to water, and the dark. Obviously, seeds like to be in the dark to germinate under the soil. So what can we do with this in the field? Well, perhaps if we want our seeds to germinate, we can try and create these conditions. Allow it to get cold, so leaving it to later in the season. Some cultivation or an autumn tickle type thing, or even putting them through the harvester to get the sandpaper effect, and burying the seeds, putting them in the dark. Or if we don't want them to germinate, we can try and avoid that. Seed our crop early, dry seeding, early sowing, get the crop away before the weeds so that it can compete, so when the soil is warm. Minimal cultivation and leaving the weed seeds on the surface. So that's how we might be able to exploit this weakness that our weeds have now. They've done this to avoid our knockdown herbicides, our in-crop herbicides and cultivation. So can we flip it on its head? Can we use this against the weeds? Can we exploit this dormancy to reduce the weed pressure in our crops? For more information, take a look at AHRI Insight.